Hi, this is Debra Dixon Kinzer with Living with Lupus Online Video Magazine. I am coming on here today because I have been spending about a week trying to recover from a really bad cold. Now, this cold has been coming on for quite some time. So, because of the weather changing back and forth, y'all may not have seen me as much as I would like to be on here, but if I can't talk, I just can't talk. If you notice from the last time I'm on the video, I talk a little bit louder and a little bit clearer this time, y'all. Okay? So I'm doing a little bit better than I was doing before. I just want to say I thank you guys for always just checking in on me and checking to see if I'm okay and everything. I thank y'all for the emails and, the little requests that you guys have done for me and everything, the get well things and all that stuff. Okay, here's the thing. The weather's been getting really cold here lately, okay? I know up in the northern states that you guys around this time you typically get some really bad weather. Well, it went from pretty warm to extremely cold, okay? And that's kind of the reason why I'm sick. I am in North Carolina, y'all. So I live in the northwest central the central northwest part of North Carolina is where I live. So what's going on here is, yes, it gets extremely cold, then it gets extremely warm, then it gets extremely cold again, and then it gets warm again. Okay, so the last week or so, our temperatures have dropped below 20 degrees. I'm not used to that at all. Okay, I'm not used to that. That is a northern thing, and all those that live in the northern part of the states and everything, Canada and all them areas, you all know what I'm talking about because that's what you guys are used to. So for those that have lupus and that live in those areas, and especially those that live in the central part of the United States, and in California, because you guys are experiencing some extreme weathers too. I understand that you guys got some really bad cold weather coming up from, your part of the world. That's why it's hitting us here in the central northwest part of North Carolina as hard as it is and everything. We're due to have, they claim that we're going to have some really bad snow. But I'm not certain that here where I live at in Fayetteville, North Carolina is going to get that. I think that we're going to get more ice than anything, you know, and that's just as bad as having snow. Okay, with that said, all of you guys, I want you to take extreme care in taking care of yourself right about this time, okay? Do not venture out unless you have to. And if you do have to venture out, my suggestion to you is make sure that you bundle up with care. 2 pairs of socks work wonders on your feet. Even if you just put on a regular pair of shoes, put 2 pairs of socks on, okay? It'll keep your toes warm and everything, and it'll keep them from cramping up like they do. Because with lupus, we find that if our toes and our ankles and stuff like that, start aching and everything, that's what's happening. It's our muscles clamming up and our joints just kind of stiffening a little bit. But if we have on at least 2 pairs of socks, okay, even if they're warm socks, put 2 pairs of socks on, okay, to stop the cold reaction from taking over and violating our muscles and our joints in our feet and our ankles, okay? That will help you, even if you wear boots. 2 pair, okay? Now, I've been doing that because I had to go out. I just had to go out. So people will see me in a skirt with some boots on, but they don't understand that I have socks on over my tights, because I wear tights with my, socks and everything inside of my boots. And I'm telling you, my feet stay extremely warm, okay? When you put on your clothing and everything, ladies, I know that you already put on a whole bunch of stuff as it is, okay? Your underclothes is one thing, okay? A t-shirt over that, okay? Even if it's one of those camisoles, put it on and put another shirt over that, and then whatever you're going to wear to go out and do whatever you have to do. A sweater, a thick sweater if possible, okay? and your coat. Make sure that you have gloves for your hands. Now, with the gloves for your hands, because it will get extremely cold and everything, and some of us have those really, little thin gloves. Don't just wear the thin gloves. Wear those in another set. If you have the thin gloves and you have 2 sets of thin gloves, put both sets of those thin gloves on. Why? Because then your fingers will stay warm, your knuckles will be warm, and you won't be cramping. And plus, you'll be able to cover your wrist, because that is very, very important in this time of year. You do not want to go out there and get cold and then have to run back in and you're still aching and you're still hurting. Okay, so just words of caution, trying to keep you guys in the best possible way possible so that you can continue to sustain, maintain, and retain your life with lupus. I know that it has been getting really, really cold out there. And just like in the summertime, when it gets really, really hot, we have to take care of ourselves. In the wintertime, we have to do the same. Now, for your face, when you have to go outside, and these extreme cold weathers, I mean, it's bad. Okay? So what I want you to do is, if you're going out, outdoors and everything, make sure that you put you can use your sunblock in the wintertime. Did you guys know that? You didn't know that? Okay, I'm going to tell you now. You can use your sunblock with the moisturizer in it. And what you do is you put it on your face and everything, and it keeps it from drying out and cracking. You want to know how we stay light from cracking? That's how we do it, okay? Because we put a coating on our face, all right, to keep it from drying out and cracking, because it will. It doesn't matter what your nationality or race is. Put the cream on your face in extremely cold weather, because you will quickly get, frostbite on your face, whether you know it or not, in extreme weathers. Okay? So you put that on your face. Make sure you put your foundation on and your makeup on over that and everything, and your face will be perfectly fine. If you have a scarf that you could put on across your face while you're walking out, if you have to walk for a long distance or something like that, make sure that you do that, because the cold can get into your body and it can cause problems on the inside of you as well. Okay, so those are my tips for today. I just want you to know that I am thinking about you guys all the time, even when I was laid up trying to recover, because I think what happened was, I think I caught the flu, y'all, and I'm still not sure how I caught the flu when I don't go out that often enough around people to catch the flu, but I caught it. Okay, so I felt it through my body. I finally got over it. I'm, in the latter stages of this. So it's been, 2 months now that I've been sick and everything. But God is good. He is working it out, and He's working through me, and I thank God for Him, because without Him and without me praying every day and without you all praying for me and sending me well wishes and everything, I wasn't sure that I was going to actually be able to get through this. But I thank you all. And no, I don't have any makeup on today, okay, because like I said, I'm just jumping on here because I am feeling a lot better than I was feeling. I am able to actually speak for longer than 15 minutes, okay, so it's helping me out. Before, I couldn't really talk that long. I was drinking a lot of tea. I was just trying to pull the fever out of my body and then pull the cold out as well, which it was a battle. It was a battle, y'all. Y'all have no idea what kind of battle I went through with this body right here. But I've gone through it. I've gotten getting over it and everything, and I'm thanking God for it. And I wanted to just jump on here to let you guys know about the tips, about the weather and everything. Stay warm, stay wrapped up, even if you're in your home. If you're burning your heater and everything, so that your body will have the equal amounts of air going through it. If you need to turn on your ceiling fan so you won't dry out inside of your body, then go ahead and turn your ceiling fan on. That way you have the equal amounts and not so much dry air going through, and your hair won't be breaking off, your skin won't be cracking and peeling and everything, and then you won't feel like, I can't breathe. Okay, so those are my tips. I wish you guys well. I'll try to get back on here in another couple of days or so and everything. I still got a lot of things that I have to do and everything. I'm trying to launch 2 magazines, you all. Not just one. Not just the Living with Lupus magazine. I told y'all I need writers. I was not kidding. When I said that your article will pop up in a future magazine, I was not kidding. Okay, so if you want an article written, you want to write an article and submit it to Living with Lupus magazine, please submit your story to Living with Lupus magazine at gmail.com. Okay, and I'll get your magazine out, get your story out there. Okay, you'll get the credits and everything for it. It's, this part of the magazine is going to be for, I'm trying to make it a free magazine. But if I can't make it that with, the expenses and everything that comes out of the cost of it and everything, I want to do a printed publication. Okay, so that means getting subscribers and then getting people that want to put ads in there and actually pay for those ads, because the people I'm running into right now, they're wanting to put their things in there for free, and I can't do everybody for free. Okay, everybody can't get everything for free, because then I can't cover the cost that it costs to print out these magazines and have them sent out to people who really need them in those places of the world that don't have internet access and that are just trying to understand and cope with this. Okay, so you all, hey, if you got a story to tell, you don't want to write a book, but you would want your story out there, send your story to me at livingwithlupusmagazine at gmail.com. Okay, so I got to get back to work and get other things going. I do have another magazine coming up. I do put health stuff in that other magazine. I'll tell you guys about that a little bit later and everything, because I've got to get all the legalities and all that stuff, great stuff, going with that one in order to get it off the ground. Okay? So, Living with Lupus magazine at gmail.com. This is Debra Dixon Kinzer with Living with Lupus Online Video Magazine, wishing you well, warmth, and a great winter. Okay, get over the colds and everything. Just do everything possible you can to make yourself feel better. And what I'm going to try to do is get back on here in a little bit and see if I can motivate you guys some more. Okay, so if I can get over the flu, so can you. It took 2 months for me, but you know what? Hey, God is good. He can get us through anything. The first step of knowing that, coping with lupus is knowing that you are not alone. Okay? And we also, here at Living with Lupus Online Video Magazine, want to make sure that you sustain, maintain, and retain your life while living with lupus. We'll never allow you to go through the woods alone or swim that ocean alone. I'm not going to let you walk out in that cold weather, that bitterly cold weather, by yourself, because I'm going to be right there with you saying, hey, make sure you have your hat, your gloves, your socks, and everything else that you need. Okay? Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye.